Welcome to the Rhino Show. Today I'm going to discuss the basher infraction. We're going to go over where I'm at on the Trx4m and a little more on what we got to do to get the ultimate speed run, the EVS Hobbies ultimate speed run vehicle finished. And I'm not going to talk about the perfect pass ultimate speed infraction yet. Still waiting on some parts, the big parts. So I have to get those and then it'll be ready to start. But my plan is I want to finish the basher. I want to finish the ultimate speed infraction by EVS Hobbies. And I want to finish the Trx4m. So if I can get those three all finished, then I'm going to stop and devote the rest of the videos to the new one. And it'll be the only one I talk about in the series. So I kind of jump around a lot between vehicles because I'm building so many at the same time. Like right now I'm building 3. So I kind of have to jump back and forth. And the reason being is because of parts. I don't have parts. I need parts for this, that, and the other. That's why on the perfect pass ultimate speed infraction, I'm going to have all the parts before I start talking about it. You guys know about it. You know what the plan is. But other than that, it's just going to wait until I get all the parts so I can just do a straight, 4 or 5 episode deal dedicated to that instead of jumping around like I'm going to today. So, all right, let's get into the basher infraction. So, done a lot of work on it. We got the 2 motors. We got these cool ass big fans. They are not by Hyperflow fans. This one's kind of a budget deal is what I'm working on here. So I didn't want to put Hyperflow fans on it because they, and plus they don't, you don't put them on these. So the next build, like I said, the one coming up will have Hyperflow fans, but this one just gets generic fans, Amazon fans. So, we've got the stock ESCN motor and then a second stock ESCN motor. We've got a SS200 servo. That's not connected yet, so if we come back here, we've got the receiver box. We have an SR515 Spectrum receiver in there, 5-channel. We only need 3, but you never know. This is the basher, so it might end up with neon lights and all that shit. I don't know. This is kind of like the play one. We're playing around, having fun with. It's got the Spectrum servo mount carbon fiber, which also, I don't know if I'm going to be able to see this or not, but under there, down here, you can kind of see the servo setup. It steers from the underneath, which is wicked. Very difficult to install, I'll say. Very difficult because you have to be at a certain point before you connect this, because once you connect that, you can't pull this up anymore. So it's kind of a big deal. Yeah. So I think here shortly, this one I'm hoping today, I'll finish up the center part here and get it all mounted, because you can see it's not mounted yet. So we'll get it all mounted. That'll be done. And the front slides right on. I got these titanium nuts and hexes, 17 millimeter. So these will be replacing the red ones from the factory. And then I can either use that nut, or I found these and I bought these. I don't know if you can even see it, but these are pretty sweet. I mean, if you compare them, the red ones are taller. The JBIRC has a wider base, which is probably better. So yeah, I was looking for a cheaper way to go than JBIRC, and this combo right here was cheaper than the JBIRC hex and nut. So I thought titanium, I can use the titanium nut if I want to, or I can put these gaudy things on, which I'm probably going to. They stick out, I don't know, they stick out pretty far, so it's really gaudy, but I think I'm going to do that since this is a play toy. All right. What else can I tell you? I mean, I got all the stock battery compartments in. I got carbon fiber extensions on each side, which I'm just using. I got a lot of stuff to put on. I'm just, resting the mud guards, mud wheel housing, whatever the hell you call those things. I can't remember right now. So yeah, everything's much sturdier than it was. You can see the carbon fiber mount made by Beast Mode RC. I drew it up. He put it in CAD. He cut it, drilled it, and it fits perfectly. I have yet to have a bad experience with Beast Mode RC, so what else we got? I mean, everything's wired. I soldered my XT90s on here. I have to mount the on-off buttons somewhere. We'll figure that out. Yeah, that's it. I have a set of Vitavon hubs and knuckles that I'm not using. I might do something there. I'm not sure. I kind of like leaving it plastic. You can see I got the GPM front and rear lower hinge pin mounts. And then up front, up top, I've got, this is from Scorched, and it has threads in it that work with the stock hinge pins, which is great. It's the only one I could find. I bought like 10 different kinds because they look in the pictures like they have threads, and then I get them and there's no threads. So that goes for CRCU, that goes for M2C, that goes for GPM, Vitavon. None of those have threads. But these from Scorched do. So if you want to go with the stock hinge pins or even the titanium hinge pins from RamJam, you have to get one of these that screws in, and that's the only one I could find, and it's Scorched. Put RamJam sticker up here for a minute. So the plan wasn't really to do a full titanium build on this since it's a toy, but I did RamJam set up there. RamJam. So ridiculous. Come on. There you go. RamJam. So this has a RamJam dual motor mount. This has RamJam spool. This has RamJam titanium drive shafts. And I believe that other than the wheel nuts, that's all the titanium that's in this. No, I'm wrong. I also, since I had them laying around, I put the titanium rods in the links. So the front camber links or front toe links are titanium, and then the rear camber links are titanium. And I did this just because I had it laying around. The only thing, well, the drive shafts I didn't have laying around, or the spool, or the motor mount. So I guess I bought RamJam parts because they're the best. Everybody's got their best, right? So RamJam titanium parts kill it. So if you want anything titanium, you check their website. If they have it, you can buy it and you know it's going to be great. Never had an issue. Then you go to other suppliers like Scorched. This thing here, never knew it existed. Found it, said, oh my God, that's going to solve my problem. And it does. So that's perfect. And it fit perfect. All the holes line up. Everything's perfect about it. Same thing with Beast Mode. He made that on his equipment. It's beautiful. GPM is good for non-essential parts. So we've got receiver box, body mounts. They're good at that stuff. Wing mounts. Anything that doesn't affect the vehicle from driving. Now, one thing I did do on this one, I got, you guys know I'm not a fan of Integi, but this mount right here is Integi. It fits perfectly. I didn't have to bend or pull. Everything lined up, which is amazing for them. It looks great. And it does what it's supposed to do. So the rear mount is from Integi. Now, the big boy coming up, the Perfect Pass vehicle that's coming up, I don't know that I'll be able to run any internal brackets. I think the only thing holding it together will be this shaft, this carbon fiber piece. Reason being is, one, like this one, you can't put a brace in there because you got two motors and they're in the way. And as far as the rear goes, there's a reason you can't run a rear, and I can't remember what it was. One thing is, I have another one of these for the next build, and if it fits, I'll probably use it, but if it don't, I won't. You got to worry about the bigger drive shafts that are going to be in Perfect Pass, because Perfect Pass makes their own drive shafts, carbon fiber, balanced. I mean, they're fantastic. I got them over here in the JBIRC EVS Hobbies Ultimate Speedrun truck. Alright, so I think we're done with this one. I think that explains everything. This one should be done soon. And when it's completely done, I'll do a complete part breakdown. I'll tell you what every part is, where to get it. That way you can copy it if you want to. And this one is a budget build, like I said. You don't have to do the titanium stuff that I did. I just did that because I'm not sure, based on my gearing, I haven't looked it up to how fast this thing will go. I've ran both the motors. The motors are set up on my controller. They run the right directions. So I'm pretty happy about that. What else? Yeah. I think I've rambled enough on this guy. Oh, it does have the number 45 axles too. And I changed the input shaft. Oh shit, what is those? The cups, the diff cups from the input shaft. I changed those over to steel. Yeah, that's it. So this one's, oh, did I show you these? I don't think I showed you these. The wheels and tires that are going on here. Check those bad boys out. So these are Proline, but they don't even say Proline on them. They say Toyo Tires Proxy. And these are just like the Triple R's. I used to run these on my Hellcat. They're a good tire. They're an expensive tire, but they're very good. So it'll be interesting to see how they do on this build. Both the other ones are going to be foam tires for actual speed runs. But this guy is going to be just a street basher. So he's got some pretty cool shoes on. I can't wait to see him on there. It's going to be awesome. Okay, let's move on, shall we? All right, look at this bad boy. So the only thing I need to do on this one is wrap the body mounts in purple, put them on here, and then I'm waiting on one receiver from NSDRC RS100 for the rear. So once I get that servo, this will be done, because I'm going to do this stuff today. But you want to go through it real quick? So first we have Treal axles, steering axles, front and rear. I got Treal purple diff covers. since this is a purple build. We've got the stainless steel links from Endura, and then the stainless steel drive shafts from Endura. They look great with this build. I'm going to tighten that up. And then we've got the Treal portals, brass portals, and Treal extensions. I think it's a +7, so they'll be out a little bit, but not completely out. We've got Obey transmission plate. This one's, he's gotten better because the print job is actually really nice. I don't know if he got a new machine or what, but that's much better quality than he's had in the past. All right, up top, first at the bottom, we've got a battery tray, and I've got the electronics out of the way. You should be able to put a full battery in there, no matter what size. Plenty of room the way I've put this together. I'm pretty excited about it. I've never been able to do this before. And get the electronics fully out of the way without sticking them to the panels. So having them down here is great. Tons of battery room. I have to clean up all the wires, obviously. It's a mess right now, but everything's wired. We've got the purple Treal transmission. Looks good in there. We have the Pro, I can't remember. Totally, it's called the Torpedo. So that's a cedar, and then I don't remember. It's the best ESC that they've got, in my opinion. We got all my purple links. If you're going to build one, you need to order these now because you can't get them soon. It takes weeks and weeks to get these. So, another thing that takes weeks and weeks are these screws. Purple screws. They look fantastic in my opinion, along with the purple shocks from Treal. I've got these parts here. They used to be flex blades, but what I do is I remove the part that makes them move. I grind down the inside so it's flat. That way I can mount them here and not have an issue. And they don't move. Currently in the rear, I need to tighten this one up so it doesn't move. No time like the present. There we go. So now the rear doesn't move. Still got the springs in it. They might come out. I'm not for sure yet. They do push it up quite a bit. Flexing, I mean, it does the standard. It'll be a 3-tire flexor. Nothing tremendous. So yeah. Overall, a very sophisticated build. It'll be a refined driving experience. This will be the Mercedes-Benz of the RC Trx4ms. Wheels and tires, once I get everything done, I think they're going to look good on there. I think they'll be good, so we'll leave that. I think that covers all the parts that are in it. Enduro servo mounts, the Enduro Tarantula, but modified slightly. NSDRC purple servos, RS100s. Gearing, it has crawler gearing and by Enduro. Has a radio link receiver. So yeah, almost done with this guy. I think she turned out pretty good. If you have any questions on this build, feel free to contact me through Facebook on the Pissed Rhino Show. You'll see my post, and then you can message me directly if you want, or you can post your questions or comments on that group. That way I know what y'all think of what I'm doing here. I know it's kind of slow. I know I kind of sit and think, but maybe I should have an agenda written out for this show beforehand. But that's not how I do things. I'm too old for that kind of shit. I just want to get on here and show you guys some cool stuff. And then help you do the same thing. So that's what this show's about. So if you have any questions, man, ask them. That's what this is all about. We had a guy comment just the other day about he built a ripper off of my Green with Envy build, and it's even better than the Green with Envy. Green with Envy was, the shit back last year, year before, I don't know. But then he made one. He did all the cool stuff that I did on the Green with Envy, but then he did other things that make it even better. So I love seeing that kind of shit. That's awesome. So if you've built something based on one of my builds, show it. I'd love to see it. I'm sure other people would too. I mean, like Green with Envy, I wish I hadn't sold it. It was my baby. I went through several revisions to get it perfect. And then I sell it. So that's probably the only one that I've sold that I miss. Because it's always been on my shelf. It was on my shelf forever. But I hope it's getting used now and getting to see some rocks and mud, because I didn't take it out enough. I took it out a few times, but not enough. Alright, so let's move on to EVS Hobbies Ultimate Speed Infraction. Let's pull it over here. It doesn't look much different than it did before. Oh, this guy's a beast. So as you can see, I don't think anything's changed since the last videos, but now we have a receiver box, which I'm thinking might go up here. There's really not, there's other places for it, but not that the wires could reach, so I don't know. We'll see. But I got that. That was one of the things I needed. I've got the shocks. I got the upper hinge pin mount that I was talking about that has the screw holes. The one that's on it now, I'm not sure who makes it. I don't know. Might be YZX. But it doesn't have the screw ins, so I need the screw ins. These have it. This will get swapped in, make that change. Then we have a new rear sway bar because I think I have the small one in and I need the large so it fits right. And so I gotta redo that. No big deal. And then the springs. You gotta get these springs on those shocks before they go on this truck. So after all this is done, the only thing I have left to do is the body. Now I've ordered the body for this one and for the Perfect Pass truck. And I am waiting on them. Once they get here, I will show one of them off. I'm not going to show off the Perfect Pass one. I'm going to keep that a surprise. But yeah, you'll get to see this truck. So hopefully in the next couple days, I'll get all this done on here, put the tires, wheels and tires on, and have it ready that the only thing you got to do is slap the body on there. So I'm going to finish this, put it to the side, and wait for the body. So with that being said, so all three of these vehicles can be done quickly, but since there's three of them, I don't know how long it'll take. But I just got to make that decision and pick which one I'm going to do first. I want to do the Trx4m, so I'll probably get it straight up to where you can just put the servo or the servo in and be done. And then I'll probably finish up my basher, and then I'll finish up this one. So once I finish each one of these, I'll do a final video on just that vehicle for reference for you guys, to show you what was used and what's needed. So yeah. So based on that stuff, I think the video is over. I will say that the Perfect Pass soldering iron setup is freaking wicked. It's amazing. So one side is a soldering iron, and you can adjust, up to 450 degrees, I believe. And then the heat gun goes up to 400, I believe. So the heat gun, when you're using it, it gets to temp really quick and works amazingly well. So then you put it back on the stand, and once it hits the stand, the machine starts cooling it down so that nobody gets burned. And then the next time you pick it up, it heats up very fast, like within seconds, and you can do it again. So that safety feature is pretty awesome. Plus it keeps it from just running constantly. So if you have it on because you're going to need it at some point, but it's a while after, 30 minutes soldering. It'll just sit there. It'll be cold. You don't have to worry about it. And then you pick it up. Within seconds, it's at 400 degrees. And you're shrink wrapping the shit out of everything. Also, the soldering iron, if you let it sit for too long, it'll go down to 200 degrees. So that, it's still hot, but it's not catch the house on fire hot. Which is a cool safety feature. Because they ramp up in temperature like so fast. So much faster than any other soldering station I've had. This one also has a roller for the solder, which is amazing. Yeah, it's a good little setup. And I think I told you it was $150 or something. It's $99. It's $100. That's it. The whole station, everything that came with it. It comes with solder. It comes with solder tape. It comes with tweezers. It comes with everything you need for $99. Now, I'm not trying to do a commercial here. I'm just amazed that they packed that much into it. All those safety features, that shit's not cheap. But for $99, you can have one shipped to your house. You gotta pay You gotta pay shipping. Sorry, my mouth started, guys. So for $99, you can go to Perfect Pass and buy the ultimate soldering station with heat gun. So keep that in mind next time you're looking for a soldering iron. I know everybody just don't go out and buy soldering irons, but also I want to let you know, so we still have the RamJam 10% off code, which is Rhino. So if you go to RamJam, type in Rhino in the discount section. There's a little area that says coupon code or discount code. You just put Rhino in that spot, and you'll get 10% off your entire purchase. Just because you watch this show. So keep that in mind, guys. You still got that. But I'm also trying to get others involved with the same kind of discount. And if I do, I'll do a video letting you guys know all the passwords or all the discount codes needed to get the deal. So let's keep our fingers crossed that I can get some of these done, because some of these will help out you guys a lot. I mean, parts vendors. I mean, I've seen discount codes for battery places, but the battery places that do it, they'll give you 10% off. But the battery's 3 times as much as it is on Amazon, so what good's that? But that's not what we're going to do here. We're going to get some discount codes that are actually discount codes, and from the people that make and sell them. So like, I'm not going to name names, but I'm going to try and get you some. So hopefully in the near future, we will have that completed. All right, guys. So, but don't forget, we still got the RamJam code. Rhino. Just Rhino. 10% off. All right. I got one more thing just to show you. So, I've got this. This is the COWRC GNSS. this guy, it records your speed and all that good stuff by GPS. So that's nice. But if you want something that actually is more refined and more accurate, now you have Racebox. Now, Racebox has made full-size vehicle stuff. I had a Racebox in my TRX. I didn't have one for the, well, I guess I did have one for the second Hellcat. So yeah, so I've used Racebox before, but in real vehicles. They got a outside GPS unit that is amazing. It'll send you all the feedback from your car, real car. So when I saw this for the RC cars, I thought, man, I got to get one of those. So I have one. I haven't tried it. I just had it out of the box looking at it. They send you a battery to put in there. I don't know if you need that battery. I don't know how you open it up. I'd be afraid I'd break it. But anywho, I got that. I thought I'd show that to you guys. Comes a little pouch, so if you want to use it in multiple cars, you just unplug it, put it in the other car, and you're good to go. I know there's been some waffles on the internet, which are raffles, but you can't say raffle on Facebook. So you say waffles, and everybody picks spots. You pay for your spots, and then they spin a wheel, and the winner gets the prize. And that's how I got this. I don't know how much I spent. I think they're $100, and you can get 10% off right now, so you can get them for $90. I think I paid in total. I played in a couple games. I think I paid $35 and won one, so it's pretty cool. All right, guys, that was my last hurrah for this video. Next time I will have a completed vehicle that we can go through. I've kind of gone through most of everything, but I really want because there's people that don't watch all my shows, so when I post up just one vehicle, I want to make sure that you can look at it and see what I've done and what modifications I had to do, which there's a lot on these vehicles. So yeah, I want to have a video called EVS Hobbies Ultimate Speed Infraction Completed Build. And so you can click on that and you can see the completed build, what I did. I'll tell you how I did it and all that good stuff. That way in the future, when you get an infraction, you've got a leg up because you can go watch my video and you can see what I did. And then you can do it better. I'm not saying you have to copy what I do. It's just information for you to be able to make your own. Maybe copying mine is the right way to go. I don't know. I'm just a guy that builds RCs, so. But I can guarantee you the perfect pass speed infraction is going to blow your minds. So. Alright. Thanks for watching. Don't forget your discount code for RamJam. 10% off just by typing in the word Rhino. And then I will see you here next time where we review a completed vehicle for once in a long time. So thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next time here on the Pissed Rhino Show. Thanks, everybody.